Definitely got a brutal stretch of weather here, cold conditions that are going to last through Wednesday, and that's why we got the alert day conditions up, just because it's not just one day, it's several days together too, and that's kind of what the wind chills could be as low as 40 below. I think tonight will be the coldest night going into tomorrow morning. Won't be as cold probably going into Wednesday morning. Coldest locations probably southeast Minnesota. Higher up you'll have a little bit of stronger wind going with it, so your wind chill will get a little bit colder, and also further northeast of the area too, where the temperatures may get a little bit colder too, given the more snowpack. But the good news, this is mid-February right now, so our average temperatures are increasing a little bit too. But the whole Midwest section, all the way down to Texas, as you saw, is under extreme cold warnings. These are the darker shaded. The other ones are cold advisories. 40 below wind chills in the darker areas. This is all to about 10 or 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. We might see more of this going into Wednesday, but I think you'll see a lot more of the cold advisories, given that the wind chills won't be as low going into Wednesday morning. But really, this is probably the first time we've seen that extreme cold warning out there. Now, we do have potential for some record. Eau Claire's in 20 minus 20. We could see around 20 below, so that's a potential record. I don't think we'll see it in La Crosse. We'll be around 15 to 16. Outside areas may see a little bit colder than that. So once again, we are getting to mid-February, so those overnight low records are coming up a little bit. They weren't like the negative 30s we had in January. So that's through Wednesday. Not as cold on Thursday. We'll come back in the 20s. Seasonable by Friday. That means upper 20s to low 30s. A lot of areas should be now around freezing for average temperature this time of year. 40s through the weekend. And even next week, I think we'll see a lot of 30s and 40s. The other story is fairly quiet pattern too. Not seeing a lot of expected precipitation all the way through really next week. Here's your wind chills right now in the evening, 20 to 25 below, probably to midnight. There afterwards in the morning hours, we'll be probably in that 30 to 35 below for most areas. There could be an outside area that goes 35 to 40 below. We'll see that just for a few hours in the morning. By noon, we'll probably be more in the 15 to 25 below range. A few areas may be colder than that. Afternoon hours, probably more in the teens to maybe even single digits. And then going into Wednesday morning, it won't be as bad with the wind chill. Still cold, but we're not looking more at the 30 to 40 below, more in the 20 to 30s as you wake up with lighter winds too. More clouds as we go into Wednesday. That'll help keep the sun out, temperatures down, but as you see the wind chills to tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon, we're still looking at the single digits below zero. So still cold going into Wednesday evening, but maybe not quite as bad as we've had going into Tuesday morning. Tomorrow's highs, single digits. As I mentioned, we should be around the low 30s for most areas, so well below average with that. Going into Wednesday, the lows won't be as cold going in tonight. We're looking at temperatures more in the teens below zero, maybe single digits. Cloud cover will play a factor probably maybe later to keep those temperatures from dropping too far. As we go into Wednesday, more cloud cover to keep the temperatures down, probably single digits, fairly similar to what we had on Tuesday, but it's not quite as much wind. The good news is for Thursday, we're back into the upper teens to low 20s. We're getting closer, we're getting warmer. That's just the start of what's going to go on, because then we have a warm streak coming up after that. Looking at 40s potentially, could be mid 40s. We'll just wait to see how the temperatures play out with melting the snowpack that's around, but it's going to be a warmer and also drier stretch of weather going on once we get past really Wednesday night. So,
okay, so quite an 8-day right there.
it's a good, yeah, like I said, mid-February definitely helps. If this was end of January, it'd be a lot colder out right now. So it is good news that we're going into the end of February now.
All right, thanks very much, Greg.